What's up, guys? Welcome back to Good Vibes and Tequila.
Hey.
I'm Akana.
I'm Jenny.
I'm Cassandra.
Hey, cheers.
All
right, well, cheers.
We got a little beverage made by Cass today.
Yeah, it's
ASMR.
B-Box. I don't have the evidence of the buzz ball, but it's a green buzz ball.
It's in there.
And it's good.
It's the Forbidden Baja Blast.
No, literally.
Okay.
It's honestly really good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Where did you see it on TikTok?
TikTok. I think she had sent it to us one time too. I was like,
I think it's bomb. I can't even taste the alcohol. Dude, that's dangerous.
I tasted it in the beginning.
I don't taste it no more.
I'm blacked out.
So, it's been not that long since we filmed the last podcast. It's been like a few days only, but we had a whole weekend where we did our own thing. So let's catch up. How was everyone's weekend? How was our week? Whatever.
I had a great weekend.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about it.
I'm like, fuck.
If you want to share.
I just had a really great Friday. Let's just keep it at that. And then Sunday, I went to brunch, and you already know how that goes. So I actually stayed home on Saturday. I haven't stayed home on a Saturday in months. So that was like props to me.
Good for you.
Yeah, I stayed home, was wholesome as fuck, in bed.
She was inside.
I was.
I wasn't. I worked pretty much all weekend. I only had Saturday off, and I went wine tasting in Temecula with my roommate and her cycling family. I've met them before, one time maybe, but I've never been wine tasting. And when she asked me, I already knew that I had a perfect outfit for it. So I was I'll go.
Cute.
Yeah,
you look so cute. Yeah.
No, yeah, I was like, wait, let me try it on. And then I was like, okay, I'll come. And also because I've never been wine tasting, and I probably never will again.
Really? How is it? I've been wanting to go.
So I'm not a big wine drinker in general, so it just wasn't for me.
It wasn't good?
Wine, I don't know. I just don't like the taste of wine very much. Mm-hmm. And then it gives me a headache too. And then it was hot as fuck that day. It was 90s at least. And sun was beaming, and then some of them were outside. It was not for me. They did bring a bottle of tequila, but it was not enough for all of us because all of us wanted tequila. So there were 3 different stops on the wine tour, and after the first stop, I think we were done with the tequila already. And so we still had 4 more hours.
There was a bunch of you guys, right?
There was 16 of us.
Yeah, I saw. It looked lit though.
It was a lot of fun.
So
it was a lot of fun. So just the girls and the gays, and I think one person's husband.
One other person.
That one friend that drags her husband. You're like, oh.
Yeah. And
but it's always the chill couple.
Yeah.
The good thing.
They were definitely the chill vibes, but they're just there for the party,
Yeah.
But we also had this tour guide. His name was Boris. He was lit as fuck. He gave my or brown sugar is what he wants to be called apparently. But he gave my friend it was his birthday. He gave him a whole lap dance on the bus and shit, and it was lit. I I had a bunch of ones in my wallet, and I was it was a vibe. Yeah, he was great. I love you. I love you, Boris.
Shout out to Boris.
He brought the vibes back. Yeah, for sure. Because we had this whole ordeal at the restaurant with our food taking forever, everything. We came back all fucking mad on the bus from the second stop, and then that's when he did the lap dance and everything, and we're like, oh my god.
He's like, you guys need it.
Yeah, he knew what we needed to shake ass.
We should take a shot.
Should we take our shots?
It's shot o'clock. Every time I do that now, I'm like,
this is for my birthday. Shout out to my friends Annie, oh my god, Kenny and Emmy for giving this to me for my birthday. I was shook. I was like, oh my god, you guys spend so much money.
That's real ones.
No, for real.
I haven't had this since the homie Jesse's graduation party.
Oh shit!
Really?
We all know how that went.
He's trying to drink this at the bar.
No,
you want to pay $40 for a shot?
Ring,
ring, ring. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm running on a hot pocket, so if I start acting Delulu, you know what happened.
So always make sure to eat before I come. Like, I gotta fucking stock up.
I made dinner, but I didn't really eat it. I was like picking at it while I made it though.
This weekend I went to Horror Nights.
Oh my god, yeah. I didn't even see you post it, did you?
No, you know I'm a private person.
Nah. She's a mysterious ass.
No, I was gonna post, but then I don't know. I was like on alert, like making sure nobody was trying to scare me, you know? And then when we were in line, I was just trying not to like tap out, because sometimes you have to wait in line and your fucking feet hurt and you're just like, so yeah. But it was fun. I got scared a lot. Some of the mazes had like weird smells. And then
Was that the scariest part?
the scariest part was them actually like,
I think they do that on purpose.
yeah, and then sometimes like you'll pass by like one of the mazes and then like it'll be like blood gushing or something, and they'll like throw like spritz of water at you. So like as you're going through, so it feels gross, you know? But yeah, it was fun. It was cool. I'm gonna go again.
Was it really crowded? How was that?
It was crowded, but it wasn't like too bad. Like if you were to go on a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
But like, were you still able to go on a lot of the mazes? Or
I did
rides?
all of them.
Oh really?
Oh wow.
I did all
All
of
right,
them.
I'm going with you next year then.
Dang.
And you just had the regular pass, right? You guys didn't have the fast passes?
Yeah, we just had the regular pass, but we bought like the early access pass. I think it was like $15 for you to go in like at 5:30, and then everybody else goes in at 6:30. I went on the Jurassic ride. Dude, tell me why that shit actually scared me, because there's a part in the ride where like the dinosaur is like kind of coming at you, and then you're distracted by like another dinosaur coming at you, and then it does like a drop. Yeah, I was not expecting that. So
Don't you get wet on that ride though?
I heard you got soaked.
yeah, I got a little bit wet, but I sat like in the back.
Oh, okay.
But if you sit in the
okay.
front, they tell you like you're gonna get wet for sure.
Dang.
Yeah,
I think
I hate
sat-
getting wet, bruh. But
Sometimes,
Where are the crickets?
Sometimes.
anyways.
Yeah, so I guess we all had a good weekend.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to a good weekend.
You know, we're always doing shit, but
No, I know. When will
No,
I ever
for
stay
real.
home?
dude, I'm busy this whole weekend, and I'm just like, bro, I just wanted to stay in, but
Dude, also I went wine tasting all the way out in Temecula. I had work the next day at 10:30 in the morning. So I slept there, and then I left at like 8 something in the morning and went to work.
Dang.
But
you're
after-
brave, dude.
responsible queen.
My job knows, like,
She'd be going out.
I would have been like, I can't come in. I have COVID.
I have my managers on Instagram, so they see
I'm
me
just kidding.
doing shit, and they're like, Wakanda can be at Vegas at 2 a.m. and then be at work at 10 a.m. Like,
yeah,
I
as long as I
showed
show
up.
up, that's all that matters.
I
yeah.
need to start showing up.
I was.
Dude.
So you were working on it. What happened?
I did really bad this Saturday. I called
Oh.
out. Yeah.
Okay,
Dude.
that's how Good Friday was.
I could have made it maybe, but
I think it's because you work weekends, so like,
it like pisses me off.
yeah, like
But so do you, and she still
That's
goes.
what I'm saying. I was like, nah, I work weekends.
you're like, no excuse,
My
damn.
grandmother texted me.
I was a shell of a human being, though. An absolute shell of a human being. At one point, I was just standing there, like, polishing shit with my eyes closed. And I told my coworker, I was like, I'm taking a nap with my eyes closed. Don't bother me.
What do you guys think about dating in the friend group?
I say not to do it. I mean, I think it's just hard because then you have to see them constantly. Like, you know, once you, even if it's like you guys are good, whatever, but if things end badly, you have to keep seeing them. And I would rather not see these people. So I feel like that's the only reason why I say no. Also, it could also mess up the friends, like your whole friend group. It could also like, you know, people are going to be like, okay, why are you guys doing this? You know, or like it's going to make things kind of weird for everybody. So I say try to stay away.
You know what? When I think about dating in the friend group, it reminds me of Jersey Shore, like with Snooki and Vinny and Angelina and Mike and Sam and Ron. They all hooked
like
up
they
with
all
each
hooked
other.
up at one
Yeah,
point.
like you know. So, and then you know how I think Snooki's man doesn't like, you know, Vinny still because they hooked up. I feel like if you plan on keeping that friend for a minute, or like you know that for sure they're gonna be like a part of the friend group and you have to deal with them, think about it twice.
I think it's also another thing too, like if you do it and like you have to maybe try to keep it a secret because
low key,
like because if you want to like still be their friend or whatever, like you know you can't really not to keep it a secret, but like you know keep it in the past. Don't keep bringing it up, or like you know especially like how you said like how her man got mad. You know, if he never knew, obviously it was on television, so it's different. But like if they never know about it, you're actually gonna keep it in the past. I feel like it's okay. Like just keep that in the past. Like
keep it moving.
Nobody needs to know.
So for me personally, like I wouldn't want to date in a friend group, but I wouldn't mind if like my friends dated.
Okay.
Like, but yeah, that's also for the same reasons. Like you're my friend. I don't want to see you. Like if things don't work out, I don't want things to be weird. I don't want to like not go see my friends knowing that you're gonna be there because things didn't work out with us.
Yeah.
The same thing at my job. Like that's why I don't date coworkers. It's because
that's a different.
that's a whole.
It's because
coworkers.
You know, I have like a horror story.
Yeah. Like I've had a coworker who like wanted to date me, and I literally told him, I was like, honestly, like you're cool, but I love my job. I like coming to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to date you and have that be messed up for me. I would rather just be friends than ruin my work environment. Because
that's true.
I've dated a coworker and it didn't work out. And like there were days that I would come in and he'd be working and like not talking to me, and I'd be like, what the fuck? And then it throws me off. Like I could have had a perfectly normal day, but because I decided to like put my feelings into some person, then now I'm having a bad day for no reason, just because someone is like hungover and can't talk to me. like that's stupid, you know?
Let's jump into conclusions all the time.
Yeah.
The coworker that I wouldn't even say that we dated. We were just, you know, hanging out. And now he's a stalker. He's the one who calls me on no caller ID every fucking month.
Wait, the really creepy one?
Yes.
The sound?
How long has it been?
Dude, it's been since 2021, dude, that I have not seen him.
Dude, that's scary. Like,
and like the last time that he called me no caller ID was 3 weeks ago.
Dude.
And it still happened. So I'm planning on getting a new phone and changing my phone number maybe this month or next month. So it's gonna happen. Like he won't have my contact anymore.
Do you think he follows you on social media?
I don't know, dude. I have so many. Like that's another thing that like it's scary. Because he could have fake accounts, and I feel like he would be the type. But that's another reason, don't mess with your coworkers. Like it's not worth it. Because I mean we were cool. I think he just didn't understand what we were doing. But also it's just like you said, like if you go to work you're gonna see them, and he would make shit so weird at work and like come up to me during work and like be there trying to hug me and touch me at work. I'm like, bro, this is not it. Like even though I worked in a warehouse, so it's pretty scandalous work environment already in general, but it's just not it. Don't ever do it either. I'm like
no, that man belongs in jail for his actions.
And he has a girlfriend.
Dude, guys are so weird.
And she knows because she messages me. She messaged me one time, like in the first beginning, and like I told her, I was like, dude, like I don't want anything to do with him. I'm like, that's all that's all you. Like you keep him. And she's like, oh, I know, but he just keeps talking about you and saying that you guys are together. And I'm like, no, girl, like we're good.
I'm coming to you as a woman type.
Yeah, dude, I was like, nah. But yeah, don't do it.
Jenny, has that ever happened to you?
Like dating a coworker?
No, like you've gotten a message where some girl was like, hey, like I just want to come to you as a woman. And, like,
or hey, girly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know me.
Hey, girl, I know you don't know me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been like the one receiving it and the one sending it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've been the person that gets asked, you know, like, hey, is my, you know, what are you guys doing? Whatever. I'm a snitch, so I will tell on you.
Yeah.
And I'll like send screenshots and shit.
No, I sent that girl all the screenshots of all, like me telling him to leave me alone and everything. Like I was like, dude, honestly, we weren't doing anything but whatever we're doing. But I've never had it where like an actual guy with a boyfriend's like hitting me up or anything, or else I would say something.
It's crazy how like you could get caught up because so when I was with my ex, I think he went to the bathroom and then he left his phone on the bed. and my phone had died, and I literally checked his phone just to see what time it was because we were gonna leave. And like I saw that a Snapchat came through, and the girl's name was Snow Bunny.
Damn, that's how it happened to me recently.
And I swear to God, like that didn't even cross my head. Like, oh, like he could be cheating on me. Like I was like Delulu. Like there's no way he would do that to me. And then like I was like,
what time of the night was this,
dude? It was like daytime, like 3 p.m. Yeah,
his phone was unlocked.
Yeah,
he's brave.
I don't even know. I don't remember if I knew his password or if he just didn't lock it. And like literally, like I just went in there, like because
she blacked out.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. I just teleported there and it happened. Okay, so then I just like stayed quiet and I was acting normal the whole time.
Yeah, I feel you.
So point is that I've been on that end and the other end, and now I'm a snitch. If anybody hits me up, I will be like,
dude, I have like a really bad story that I feel bad for. Like, but I was drunk and I was actually, it was like a New Year's Eve like thing. I think I was seeing John Summit and like Claude Von Stroke at the Petco Park, and I had a message from some girl.
No.
And like her man would always.
It's even worse when it's at an event.
Like her man would always follow me and unfollow me, but he would like just respond to my stories, but I would never respond. So it wasn't anything that I was doing, you know. But like I was just so drunk, and she was like, "Oh, do you know Jose?"
Bruh. Low-key, that happened between me and Cass though. Because so I was talking to some guy and I was at Coachella and I had posted him on my close friends, right? And then Cass messages me and was like, "Tell me why I think I know him." And when I saw her message, I was like, no.
But that's why you post the dude that you're kind of fucking with, because you never know.
You guys see?
Yeah, that's why you
never know.
This is after I've known him for like 4 months, and then so she said that, and I was like, no, tell me, like, am I about to be mad right now? And then she told me what it was, and it wasn't anything serious. Like they weren't, like he wasn't hitting her up at that time, but they had like talked previously and everything, and I was like, okay, like it's fine. And I brought it up. I did bring it up.
Me and you have the same type. We figured this out.
We do. And then
you guys do.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I think one time we were watching a show, and we were both like, damn. And she's like, yeah, we have the same type.
We've known that too.
Yes.
And then that fool tried to hit her up after I blocked him. So
scandalous.
Fuck off. My friends are too solid. Thank you. Bye. She blocked him.
Yep.
Period.
Always have your girls back no matter what, because guys ain't
never
shit.
Worth it.
And guys come and go.
Oh wait, I also have another story. So like I was the other end where like I was trying to tell this girl what happened, but I went to Vegas last year and I met this guy who was like a security guard at one of the clubs, and the first thing I asked him was, "Are you single?" And he was like, "Yeah, I am." That was a fucking lie. But I think like, okay, so all my friends went back home a day before me, so I ended up going out with him the last night that I was there, and nothing happened. Like seriously, like we kind of kissed like outside of the club. Like we went out and then like we kissed outside of the club, but like we didn't hook up or anything like that. But I had added his contact, and then you know how Twitter sometimes or apps will show you suggestions based on your contacts. So that's what happened. So I saw his Twitter, and he had got engaged 2 weeks before that happened.
And I remember you telling me this.
2 weeks. And he had a whole ass kid too.
Dude, I have no hope.
Dude,
he had a whole ass, like that motherfucker was walking. Like he wasn't no baby. They're sorting shit out. That was a toddler. And the worst part is he had got engaged at the spot that we went to, like the spot that we were hanging out. Like there was this, he did this whole engagement thing, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck? And I tried to message her and she didn't respond. So I was just like, dude, this probably has happened before.
I think at least you answered, but I feel like a lot of girls get mad at the girl which is another thing that like I don't get. Like I would for sure not get mad at her. I'd be like, oh, thanks for telling me. Like damn, but but I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't respond at all, and I think I had deleted that Twitter afterwards. So I don't know if she ever would have opened it, but
what would you guys do? Like, okay, let's say you're dating a guy, and then some girl tells you like, oh, you know what, like your man's fucking around. Like, would you believe the girl, or would you like try to believe your man?
I feel like it depends on how deep I am with that guy, but also
yeah. And then who is this girl?
like but like I would for sure investigate it and figure it out. I don't think I would tell him right away. Exactly. I would try to figure out like and then like just snoop around, try to see. And if
call all your FBI friends.
Like if I see some signs and I'm like, okay, maybe it's believable,
She's like, babe, what kind of names do you like for our future children? Dude, what about this?
You're reminding me of. Okay, so I know a girl that she was kind of hurt because her baby daddy wanted to name their baby like his ex-girlfriend's name.
Foul.
And yeah, I was just like, dude,
wait, what?
How is this even like a question? Why would he even think it's okay? Like,
nah, I wouldn't be pissed.
And why is that a thing? Like subconsciously, like
I just would always think about her.
Like, are men just that stupid where they're like, oh, I really like that name.
The girl that got away. They name your baby that? Fuck no, I would be so pissed.
Like, do they just think like, oh, it's not that deep? Or do they do it thinking like, oh, she doesn't know about this person?
I don't know. But I mean, either
that's something
way,
to think about.
Either way, like, come on, guys, don't be fucking dumb. Don't be selfish. Would you want us to name our son like our ex's name or somebody that we used to like or love? Like, no.
Maybe your dog. Shit.
Nah. Come on, Kalia.
Maybe the stray cat you found and rescued.
Nah, not even that. I would be like, fuck you.
I'll name my beta fish that I don't have.
Oh man, no, but damn, people are so fucking scandalous. But like, why do you think people cheat though? What is the reason? There's different. Do you think it's different for guys and girls, or just people in general the same?
Girls, it's just an accident. I was kidding. No, I've never cheated in my life, so I don't know. But like, I feel like maybe
it's all fiction.
I think for guys, it's more of like, oh, I don't know, they're getting this attention, so they don't know how to handle it. I don't know what, but
I think it's different for every person. I think for girls mostly that they want out of the relationship, but they don't know how and they just don't care anymore. So they'll cheat just because like they don't care anymore. And if someone finds out, like that's their way out of the relationship. But for guys, I feel like it could be either way. It could be that they are over the person and they're cheating just because like they also don't know how to get out of that relationship and they're ready to move on, but they can't leave it for some reason and then they cheat. Or because they're just a fucking whore and they want
they can't control themselves.
And they can't control themselves and they just want, they have like eyes everywhere where they want everything. And so they're always going to cheat no matter what. Like even if they have fucking Beyonce, Mr. Z.
Dude, Beyonce.
Dude.
Like they're always going to want to feel like a man. They're always going to want to feel like they're wanted and like they want other bitches.
That's just out of pocket. Like, fuck. That's just so crazy. I honestly will never understand it, but I think it's also like kind of what you said, like they can't let go of that person. And they're just being selfish. Like
they want everything.
Let go of that person, but they want other things, but they also want you. But it doesn't make no sense. Like you obviously don't want that person enough. So it's just like
if someone cheated on you, would you take them back?
No. Like I don't think. I feel like even when I'm really down bad, because you know me, I'm down bad always. But like,
all right, he said, I was really drunk. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was blacked out. Dude, I love you so much.
Yeah.
No, and then
Like,
there's levels
it was a
of
mistake.
cheating now.
Honestly, though,
you know?
I really couldn't because it would always be there in my head, like, that they're doing it. And
Yeah.
I'd rather not live that way. Like, where I'm always like, oh, they're doing this.
10 years later, you
Oh,
still
yeah.
remember that he cheated on you.
They're cheating on me right now because they're not answering me. Like, it's going to be like a constant thought in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would rather be all sad than, like, keep going with the relationship because I'm just going to be constantly thinking about it.
Yeah, I think it's like any form of cheating is bad, obviously, but I think if the guy that you're messing with or the girl that you're messing with cheats on you, like, and actually has sex with somebody else,
Oh, hell
that's
no.
like a whole, like, that's just like unforgivable.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, like, you're gonna go fuck somebody and then try to fuck me the next day? Like, hell no.
Or the same day.
Or the
even
same
fucking
day.
worse.
Dude, hell no. What do you think about cheating, McKenna?
I've never cheated on someone, and I've never been cheated on, but I was like seeing my ex when he saw someone else, and that shit was after that I was like, nah. Even that was cheating to me.
I feel like I've been cheated on. Even though we weren't together, I still feel that way. I'm like, also with my ex, though, like,
I hope I never am cheated on.
he would kind of like message people back. I know it's not cheating, but it kind of is.
But like
When it would come to me even just following somebody would be an issue. So like him messaging somebody was just already like a big deal, you know? Like if I were to do that, he would have like dipped out on me. So I feel like that's what I would always catch him doing was like, he's like, oh, it's not. The conversations would be super innocent, but it was still a girl. And it was still just something like, why are you having this conversation? I mean,
And you would know.
your only
Wait, how would
friend.
you know about it?
because sometimes we would get in arguments, and he would be like, "Oh, let me see your phone." I'm like, "Okay, let me see your phone then."
Oh,
And
so you guys
then-
would both go through each
so
other's
then I would
shit.
see, and then I would literally never really have anything besides like once in a while he would be finding me like follow people that it was like not even a big deal.
Yeah.
But like he would actually be messaging people, and then he'd be like, "Oh, it's not even like that. Like, don't think like that. Like, she was just having a conversation. Like, she's just from high school. Like, shit like that." So like it was always stuff like that.
Gaslighting.
Yeah. So it was always stuff like that. So like I don't know. I feel like nowadays though it's really hard to like consider what cheating is with through social media because like I get it. Like people would just respond to your story, and like okay, like it's not that deep. But then like if it's like a constant responding to your story, like okay, I would be like okay, bro. Like,
Maybe something is going
Yeah.
on.
I think like everybody, like every relationship is different. So what works for you guys works for you
Yeah.
guys. Like what
Right.
you consider cheating or what makes you uncomfortable, like you should say that like for sure, like off the bat, because like let's say you know your man told you like, oh well, I didn't know it was like not allowed to like just respond to people, you know, and you're like, if you don't say it from the beginning,
Yeah.
like it's always gonna be like, oh well, for me it's okay, but what are your boundaries? Like you always have to kind of communicate your boundaries because
Right, like what does everybody consider cheating actually?
It's like I don't know, like I feel
'Cause
like it's so
there's
hard
so-
right now
there's-
with social media. Like
Yeah.
it's just so hard because like I kind of understand like because sometimes I'll respond to people's stories like a guy, but it won't be those are not my intentions. Like you know like to like I'm trying to like talk to you or anything. Like I genuinely want to ask you a question or like or just like you know talk about what you posted, but then sometimes I don't know, it's just hard. But
Yeah.
for me, obviously cheating for sure is like physically. That's
Yeah.
already it.
Yeah.
I'm done. I feel like if you're responding to somebody's stories with like hard eyes or like, oh, you look good, that's already it too for me. I'm like, okay, for why? Like, what is that?
Because for some people, it's more than that. It's just like, oh, I was already emotionally cheating on you. I was talking
feel like
to someone.
that's even worse. I'm like, fuck.
Or like, I was flirting. That's cheating. Like, it depends on the person.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like I don't know, I feel like social media just makes it like so much more complicated because anything could be misunderstood from
Literally.
you that you do something or you post something or like
Or some girl could just be like, oh, he's liking my story. Like,
No, I hate that. I hate that because like I have guys who like my stories and they have girlfriends. And it's kind of like, okay, why?
that's what I was gonna ask right now. So like what is a guy liking your story?
Okay, so-
like how do you interpret it?
Dude, I've asked all the guys that I hang out with. They all say like, "Oh, it's not like that. Like, it's just homie shit. I like the picture." But I'm like, okay, but like, if I'm over here posing and my
And the
tits
picture
are
is
out
like,
and
my
I look
tits
good
are out.
and shit, like, why? Like, there's no reason for it. Like, okay, yeah, I look good, but like, you don't need to like it. Like, it's not that. If you have a girlfriend, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, obviously.
I would be upset, like, you know, but that's what happens to me a lot. Like, I'll see, like, I'm like, oh my god, this guy has a girlfriend. Like, why is he liking my stories?
Or Twitter is even worse. Like, if you're
Oh my God.
retweeting like girls' pictures or liking girls' pictures, like,
I was dating a
if you
guy.
have a girlfriend,
Yeah, dude.
that behavior is
And
not
he was
it.
like liking and retweeting like a bunch of like only fangirl shit. And that shit, like, obviously I never dated him, like, official. He would fucking always, and he's the one who asked me for my Twitter, which made it even worse. It was like, do you want me to see this? Like, and like with Twitter, it'll tell you what they like. Like, it's not gonna, it'll like just show up. Yeah.
I don't think it does that anymore,
No,
though.
but
I
it
haven't
would
noticed
always
it.
be like only fan girl shit. And I was like, there's no way, bro.
See, this is what I like. Okay, when we have our guy guests on, we need to ask them this stuff because I need to know, like, why, like, you know how you said that guy asked for your Twitter, knowing that he posts stuff like that and reposts stuff like that, like, for what? Like, do you want us to see it on purpose so you think that it's not that serious, or do you just like want to see what we post, like, or are you just dumb and you don't realize that you post dumb shit?
I never,
like,
that's the one
what
thing
is
I
the
never,
what is the reason?
like,
I feel like it's the last one. Like, I'm just dumb. She's hot. I repost it, and that's it.
Yeah,
you could say it was like I was a different person last week.
you know, I don't really care. Like, you can like pictures, whatever, but like to that extent was just too much. Like, they were like tits out, and you could see their nipples, like shit like that.
Like straight up porn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like that's just too much for me. Like, if it's just like a selfie, like of you at the beach, okay, cool, whatever. That's your homegirl. I don't care. Not a big deal. But like stuff like that though, I'm just like, I was just like, dude, I don't know if like. That's why I was so like fucked up. I was like, bro, I'm gonna fight. But yeah, that was just too much. I don't know.
We got a deep dive, like a whole other episode about social media because obviously we all have our opinions about it. But
That's a good segue though into like, okay, so that's more of a public thing where you share everything. Do you do public versus private? Like, do you prefer someone who never posts anything, who has all their accounts private, or like someone who has like all their shit public? They're always posting what they're doing when they're out. I mean, I guess you could do that on private too, but
I need a man with no social media.
same.
I'm kidding. I don't
retweet.
I feel like I post so much of my life on social media. Like, that's just who I am. Honestly, like, I do. But that also makes me feel like that I'm so open with people. Like, you have nothing to hide.
Is your account still public or is it private
It's
right
public.
now? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I also make it public because then I have a lot of people following me. And I hate seeing those requests. And I'm like, if you want to stalk me, go ahead. Like, you know, you don't need to follow me. Like, go ahead. Look what you need to see. Like, I'm not hiding anything. But for, like, a guy, like, that is so hard. Like, I don't know. Like, it can go either way. Like, I feel like either way, it could still be bad.
You're like, I can't judge you because I do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly that too. Like, because
Okay.
I'm so open. And I'm very, like, on social media. So, like,
But I mean, you could be like that and still want someone who doesn't post shit. I mean,
I know. I'm like,
what do you think, public or private?
well, I keep my Instagram private because I do post like a lot of pictures and a lot of stories. And I just like, my thing is like, if you don't know me, I don't want you to have access to me.
Yeah.
And if I don't fuck with you, I don't want you to have access to me. Like, there's a lot, like, that's why people have evil eyes in their bios, because bitches be watching and lurking, and I don't want that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of haters out there,
No,
or
that's
just
true.
like, I just don't want randoms. There's crazy ass people in the world, and I just, like, I prefer not to have them have access to me. But at the same time, I'm thinking about making my account public.
She's like, I'm about to switch.
Just because we're doing this podcast, and I'm like, well, fuck it. Like, if I'm putting all my thoughts into the world, like, maybe I should make my Instagram public.
Yeah.
But like, I also have like my TikTok is public, my Twitter is public. It just
I don't know why
depends.
Instagram just feels like more
Like, who you are.
like personal, you know, like
Well, that's also why I have a close friend story, and I post so much of my close friends rather than my, like, actual story. I still post a lot of my actual story, but, like, My close friends, that's where you guys see the me, like, you know, me over here talking all my shit.
Follow us on social media, guys. At Good Vibes and Tequila Pod.
And then send $100 if you want to be added to our close friends.
Yes. My Instagram is my full name, so if you can figure out my full name, you'll find me. Like, literally, my Instagram is literally my full name.
That's your first and your middle
my last name. I don't have a middle name.
Your last name is... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was your middle name.
No, I don't have a middle name. I'm middle nameless.
Yeah. Middle nameless.
But yeah.
Well, I have my Instagram private because I have a stalker.
A boyfriend. Oh.
So do I.
And a stalker.
No, but
I feel like yours is dangerous.
Yeah, like, okay, so I have hopefully had, because since I've had it private and I haven't allowed people that don't follow me to message me, like, it's been chill. But I'm not kidding, like, literally all night long messages back to back to back to back, like probably like hundreds of messages like in one night.
And like you would block him and he'd make another account?
Yes. Yeah, like no matter what I did, he would just like make another account. And then it was like uncomfortable because, see guys, this is what you guys don't realize. Like, we put all of our shit out there, but people can do shit with your pictures. So what this person would do was, like, if I would post something on my Instagram, he would like screenshot it and then zoom into my face and resend it to me. That's why it made me just go private. I'm like, I really don't need the whole world to see my shit, but at the same time I'm like, why am I afraid of like one person? Because there's a lot of weirdos out there, like no matter what, like your picture's probably out there like 100 million times. Sorry to scare you, but like, you know, so
me, for the guy that stalks me, like I have him blocked on everything. Even his girlfriend, I have her blocked because she was bugging me. After a while, like, dude, this is not it. But I even have his number blocked. So the way he calls me, probably from like some different kind of app, like on no caller ID. That's how I know it's him, because it's always no caller ID. And he always will call me 4 times in a row. And then I'll answer. And one time I told him, I was like, dude, I'm going to show, because I know where he lives. I was like, dude, I'm going to show up to your house. It pisses you off. I was like, I'm going to show up to your fucking house and have my uncle beat your ass up.
You telling me that story, Jenny, was pissing me off.
Dude,
like,
it pisses me off. I want to fuck him up.
It's back on record. It's scary because it's just like I really have that mindset of where like I'm like YOLO, like who cares what people think? Yeah. Who cares what I do? Like, it's my life. I'm gonna do what I want. That's why everything in my life is public, because I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is who I am. I'm posting what I post and that's it. But I do have you guys see my close friends. I always post the weird ass messages I get. I'm like, dude, this is not it. Like, so I always have to block people, you know? Yeah. But it comes with it. I'm like, also that's why I have the close friends, because I love being able to just, I only have like, I have like 20 or 19 of you guys on there. So
of you guys.
Not you guys. Like she said, if you guys want to be on my close friends, send me 100.
Yeah.
What's your Venmo or your Cash App?
I don't even have any of that.
You only have Zelle?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
we'll make a Good Vibes and Tequila Pod Venmo.
Yes, just send it to us to
and then put her name in the.
Be like, I want to be in Cass's close friends.
Yeah, and then you'll be added.
And then make sure you put your IG app, because then I won't be able to find it.
Right.
Real promo. And while you're out at it, follow us on social media at Good Vibes and Tequila Pod. And if you're watching this, subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share.
Should we make
all that shit?
A Good Vibes and Tequila Venmo? Yeah. Like, buy us a fucking drink.
No, look, we be drinking for the podcast, so you can like sponsor us.
Right. If Beatbox wants to sponsor us, great. But if y'all want to sponsor us because you're a real one and you support the homegirls, that's even better. And I feel like y'all would come through faster than Beatbox. So, you know, help your girls out.
Yeah. Should we take a shot now?
Yeah, we should.
I feel like
we definitely should.
That topic got us hot. Like, oh shit.
The AC is on, but it's not cold enough. Sorry, I put it at 71 and not 69
shot,
today.
You know, tequila for the good vibes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Are we taking the whole thing?
Cheers to women. Cheers to honor. If you don't come in her,
you come on her.
Come on.
That's the only part I remember ever.
Did you finish your whole shot? No.
Anyways,
what did we leave off on?
So, guys, we totally missed the point. We were saying, like, how do we feel about our dudes having a private or public Instagram or social media in general?
It depends on who they are and what they do. If they have like a public lifestyle, like say they're a DJ, say they have a big following because they're doing some shit on social media, like
For their career.
then okay, that's understandable.
Dude, I have a big following for no reason though. Like
It's
I
just
feel
because
like-
you're hot.
I feel like that's a thing that always gets guys. Though they get so I have so many issues with guys like dating because of that. Like also because I have a lot of guy friends, but technically they're not like my friends. You know, like they're my friends. You
Now
guys are
they're
my
your friends.
They're
Now-
your acquaintances or they're your friends. There's a difference.
Well, like the guys that I hang out with now, like you know,
Okay.
all the guys.
I feel like
Now they're
your
really
friends,
like my
yeah.
family. Like I see them as like family, you know. So like it's hard though, cause like a lot of the guys will like that I talk to would be like, oh yeah, all you do is hang out with guys and this and that. I'm like, dude, for one of them is my uncle. For two, like the rest of them are his homies, so it's never like
his
in that
best
way.
friends.
I'm like, done with that. But like, as in like, you know, like it's just hard sometimes because you know, obviously from a girl's perspective, if a guy's around all these girls, wouldn't you kind of be like, okay, like that's kind of sus, like.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, see, exactly. That's how I'm like. So I feel like I can't really like say much because like the life that I live, I guess is what I'm saying. Like I can't, but I feel like my situation is just so different.
Yeah, like if you were to hang out, you would hang out with us. Or if you know us, you know that it's just literally about the vibes. We literally
Getting
just
fucked
fucking
up.
like house music,
going to shows,
Like,
like
that's
that's
music,
it.
and that's it. Like
Yeah, like they'll make sure we're good.
Yeah.
And like we'll hang out and everything, but it's nothing serious. It's not like
and they're not even trying to take care of us. Nothing. It's just like everybody for themselves, bro. Like
No,
literally,
deadass.
yeah.
I think that's
Like,
why I
it's
learned
nothing crazy.
I think that's why I learned so much how to take care of myself. Cause like before I used to hang out with everybody, I would be crazy, get fucked up, not care.
Dude, yeah, no, the group does not do babysitting.
No,
at
they
all.
do not. They hate
So you
it.
have to be
Yeah, you have to take care of yourself for
you're on your
sure.
own. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's not what everybody thinks. Like your typical friend group where it's like, oh shit, like they're the only girls, so that means that like
Yeah.
they're too friendly
They're
with the guys.
princesses.
Like, no,
Like one
they
time
don't give a
I
fuck,
remember I was
dude.
at the beach.
no, we're one of the boys.
And I posted
We
all the
really
guys.
are.
Like I was at the beach and I posted all the guys, and like it was just a video, you know. I was with the guys, and this guy messaged me. He's like, "Oh, this looks like a start of a porno," and I was like, I literally got so pissed. I was like, "Bro, like one of these guys is my uncle. Like first of all," and then he was like, "Oh, my bad, my bad." I was like, "Yeah, you're bad because it's not that way." And then he didn't respond. I was like, "Dude, like I feel like also that's people can like." Take what they want to take from social media. That's why sometimes I just don't give a fuck. Like I'm like, okay, who cares? Like
Yeah, and
they
honestly,
can think what they want to think, but I know deep down like what it is, you know?
yeah, and I feel like the right guy won't even give a
Care.
shit. Like they'll just meet them and be like, oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
dumbasses. All right, cool,
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I do see how people can get intimidated
Yeah,
by like
I understand.
the
Definitely.
friend group because yeah, like you said, like if it was vice versa and the guy you're talking to or seeing is like surrounded by girls, you're like, bro, don't you have any guy friends? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
well, Jenny, you're like the only living proof of that because you do have all these guy friends, and Will has been around them, and he's still with you, and like he isn't. Okay, well, I don't know personally, but I'm assuming like he hasn't been fazed by that shit because he is around them, like unless he knows some shit about them. Like,
Yeah, one day he'll tell you his experience meeting everybody for the first time. It was so funny.
That's my fear,
have him
bro.
on.
So none of the guys have ever met any guy that I've dated.
Really?
Because hell no. Until like it's the one, like the right, like I'm actually gonna like date you.
Like if you're gonna introduce him to your parents.
Nah, for real. Cause fuck that shit. I feel like nobody can handle how crazy we are. Like as in like how we like to get lit.
That's
Like-
true because
Yeah.
for normal people, we get
Yeah.
way more trash.
No,
than
literally, I was talking to
the
the guy that I
average
went out with on
person.
Friday, and I was telling him everything we do, and he was just like, "Damn!" Like you could tell on his face that he was like, "Damn!" Like that's
sometimes I
crazy.
forget that what we do is not like normal people stuff. Not as in like we're crazy, like, you know,
Okay,
Yeah.
we're a little crazy then.
hoodlums. But you know, we're responsible. We have our fun.
Yeah,
and
but we know
that's always
we know
the
our
way we've
limits
been.
and stuff. But
Yeah.
like everybody can get lit and be okay, like okay, like
Yeah.
you know. So
Have a sense of self still.
yeah,
Yeah. So one day we'll come on. He'll tell you his story. I don't want to say it for him, but
I think around our friend group, I've only brought one guy around, and it wasn't even intentional. It was like my ex, that he wasn't even my ex at the time. Like, he asked me out that same night, but I had ran into Danny and all the guys, and I was like, oh, this is my friend. But I don't know, it's just because, like, you just don't want to introduce people as, like, your man, whatever. And it's not even because of them, it's more for you. Like, I'm not trying to introduce you as this person.
And then I also know the guys, like, they clown on me 24/7.
That part.
So it would also be another thing with, like, oh, what happened with him? Like, oh, he didn't like you. Oh, this is why. Like, you know, it's just clowning shit. So, like, it's just has not happened for me. That's it.
Yeah, and we clown on them too. So it's just
it's a mutual situation.
So, we should have the group on here one time. Like, oh no.
We're gonna need a lot of equipment for that.
No, for real. There's too many.
That would be so lit.
We're gonna have to buy a bunch of shit off Amazon and return it back.
We could just share mics and be like, hey. Okay.
But yeah, if you're watching this, Friendsgiving 2023.
I got fired from last Friendsmas, so that's what it tells you. That was my own fault though.
But fired?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I feel bad.
Off the record.
No, I want it on the record.
Oh, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care because, you know, I got fired. It's not like I don't work there anymore, but...
Oh, okay. It was like, actually you got fired from a place.
Yeah, so...
I thought you got fired from the friends.
No, from my job.
No, we throw a Friendsgiving and a Friendsmas every year. And then last Friendsmas got a little bit too lit.
And it wasn't even that many of us. The whole group wasn't even there. And for some reason, like, we got so lit. And then I don't even remember, like, I remember we called it early too. Like, I remember being in my house maybe by 10:30, but I don't remember anything after, like, that funnel thing that I did.
The beer bong?
Yeah, after I did that, the next thing I remember is waking up on the floor of my house at 12 p.m. I had work at 9 the next day. So that already tells you. Like, I don't know how I got home. Obviously, I got home safely. Like, you know, whoever took me home. My uncle.
You were at home.
But... like, still, I remember I just woke up and I was like, what the fuck? And how would I wake up on the floor? Who knows? I had chips. I guess I was eating them. They were all over the floor.
In your bathroom or in your room?
My room. And I was on the floor next to all the chips. And I was like...
we call that a toasty toe.
No. And I was like, damn. I was like, how did I end up here? And then I was like, oh my God, I had to go to work. And then my phone was dead. Bruh. And then that's another thing about me. My phone's always dying, so that's what happens. But point is,
you can Venmo her for a
new
portable
phone,
charger or a new phone.
Keep going off topic. Where are we at?
Once I'm in a relationship, I think I'm gonna be real private. Like, all my shit's private.
That's the thing I hate about myself is I get that way. Like, I like kind of like exclude myself. I've only been in one relationship though, so I'm like, but I think my next relationship, I definitely don't want to steer away from, like, my friends and stuff, because that's what happened to me. Like, I had to, like, you know, it just happened. But it's hard because, you know, you're all in love and you're just like, damn, okay, I'm with you. This is it. Like, we're here. But never again.
You think, like, okay, well, I'm cutting off my friends, but, like, you think, like, this is the person I'm gonna be with.
And it doesn't happen. Sometimes it might, but...
sometimes, yeah, but that's because you be putting yourself through the ringer, and maybe you don't have to.
I think that, like, sometimes the people that post the most together, like, you know, people that are together, it's just like
a facade.
Yes.
No, that's definitely how it was with my ex-boyfriend. Like, he would post me every day. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, he would always post me, but me and him would, like, physically fight every day. So you honestly don't know.
Domestic violence?
Well, not that bad, but, like, it was bad. Like, we would be fucking yelling at each other, throwing shit, like, really bad, you know?
Breaking phones.
That's what I'm saying.
But then he would post me, like, we would post each other like we were in love, but, like, it was just a toxic relationship, you know? And nobody saw that. Like, they all just thought we were, like, all in love and stuff, but that's literally just what it is, like, social media. Like, that's what you see. But behind the cameras, it was not that way. We were always fighting. So
social media isn't real. That's what you have to take away from
isn't.
everything.
Like,
yeah, that's why I don't give a fuck. I'm like, whatever.
I know people too that like, you know, they know they're toxic, but they'll still post that like perfect picture, like for Easter, for Halloween, for Christmas. You're like,
Easter.
And the next day I'm hearing it, I'm just like, bro, how?
They got their JC.
No, that was
photos
definitely
done.
me.
I mean, not everything on social media is real,
Yeah.
but this ass is.
Okay, and with that, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Make sure you tune in to part 2 of this next segment that we're gonna do. Our social media is at Good Vibes and Tequila Pod, and yeah, we're out.
Peace out. My roommate
Yes.
came home.
Hey.
Hello. You might see her on a future episode.
So subscribe.
Follow her on Instagram, Kimmy Calantes, I think, some shit like that.
See you.